This just in news presents here at the Teebes bombing run.
All right, it is time for another night of bombing run. Another episode. I'm going to spotlight myself. Yay! Thank you. Bombing run, and I'm flying solo with my plane behind me, as you can see, stalled out in front of a microphone at a comedy club. Yes, that's why we're called Bombing Run. I am the biggest bomber here, so don't worry about you bombing. I've already done it for you. All right, that's good. So we have three great comedians here tonight. The order of that promo is way they're going to be in tonight. So it's going to be Jenny, Michael, and Bob. That's how it's going to be. But I want to first introduce my judge for the night, Judge Muammar Gaddafi. Let's give him a big round of applause. I never thought I was going to say, give a big round of applause to Muammar Gaddafi. Never in my mind. I had to dig him up, literally. I mean, the guy got bombed. He was bombed. And I thought, well, why not? He should know what a bombing run is. I did explain to him what comedy was. He kind of laughed. So I thought maybe he's good enough to be a comedian judge. So we'll see. We'll see. But he swears to God he's been doing some stand-up wherever he went. And I don't think it was up that way. I think it was. So I'm not sure if he's really been doing really good or if really bad. But, you know, he says he gets a few hecklers. And so he knows how to deal with them as well. So with that being said, I want to get to our first comedian tonight. Please welcome to the stage, Jenny Teebes, everybody. Woo, 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 woo,
woo. Hey, how are y'all doing?
All right.
It's good. All right. It's Friday night. It's a good night. I don't know where everybody else is from in Mass. It's finally stopped raining. Thank God. I was about ready to get my paddle out. It was getting knee deep. But I don't know about you folks, but I've been called out on my mustache 3 times. Once by my nail salon lady and twice by my kid. And the thing is, I could take it from the nail salon lady, but it's hard because you got to live with the kid, you know? I got to see that every day. That's hurtful, you know? I was getting my nails done and out of nowhere, she just like, hey, you want your mustache waxed? And I'm like, what? I don't have a mustache. I don't have a mustache. She came over and did the finger thing on my face. You want me to wax that for you? Yeah, you have a mustache. I was devastated. But she was right, though. It needed to come off. I mean, my husband was getting jealous. It was coming in better than his. And that's tough. That's tough. Uh-oh. Sneak peek. Yeah. I had that to compete with, you know. It was getting messy on the table. We didn't know whose mustache wax was whose. It was just, you know, but you gotta it's hard. I tried to wax my own, and I gotta be honest with you, how do you psych yourself up for that? I mean, how many shots of tequila does it take to rip it off your face? Right? I mean, that's hard. And I was gonna bring my husband into it, but then again, I think it'd be too painful for him to do because it bring back some memories for him, and I just couldn't have that. So I went and had it done, and it's not as bad as I thought. I think some people should look into this. It's worth it. But my kid, yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing with kids. They're so brutally honest that they don't they'll tell you the truth, right? Like if you want the truth, go talk to a kid. They're never gonna lie. Well, they'll lie as they get older. I think they learn it. But start them young, and they'll tell you, like, put on a nice suit. What you think looks good, they're like, no, I don't think so. And then you'll go out and you'll get the looks, and you're like, shit, I should have listened. You know, kids onto something. I love my child. She's really super smart. My husband and I are very blessed. The problem is she's too smart. She can get herself out of the deadbolt of the house, and she's tall enough to reach it. You know, I was in the bathroom brushing my teeth, and I hear, and I'm like, what the heck? And I hear, bye, Mom, I'm going outside. And she did. She was out in the yard before I knew it.
Oh man.
I'm like, oh, that's it. Send her on her way. She's ready. Give her $20. She's good to go. That's all I'm saying. She'll get pretty far. I mean, she's a smart kid. She can get out of the deadbolt. I think she'll make $20 work. But she's not as smart, though. The problem is she puts everything in her mouth. I don't know what kids' fascinations with putting everything in their mouth. And they do it slow, like you're not looking. They're like, I work in the medical field, so I know CPR. So I'm like, go ahead, put it in your mouth, choke. I could save you. Doesn't scare me as much. But, CPR is good to have. I like to teach it sometimes at my shows, and it's really simple and easy. One of the songs I like to go to is Staying Alive from the Bee Gees. So like, staying alive, staying alive. But my instructor's favorite song is another one, Bites the Dust. Can you imagine somebody coming, waking up from that? Somebody doing CPR, another one bites the dust. Oh no, she's heading up to heaven. Oh God, you know, it gets crazy, but I thank God for that. I do MA by day. You know, I do comedy by night, like a superhero. I haven't come up with a cool name yet, but it's coming to me soon. I'll let y'all know. Watch out in the news. Like, I know her. I did jokes with her. She's saving the world. Oh, geez. Yeah, the kids, I don't know how people have more than one of them. I love mine, but I think 2 would be too much. You know, I like that if she did something wrong, it's easy to put the blame on her. You know, there's not one to blame on each other, and I got to figure out who did it and sleuth around. So that's my time, everybody. I want to appreciate y'all. I'm going to pass it back.
All right, let's give it up for Jenny Teebes, everybody. And Jenny, where can we find you on social media?
I'm on Facebook. It's Jenny Teebes. You can find some of my videos on YouTube as well. Those are a little not safe for work, so maybe put some earbuds in, perhaps. Sweet. This is probably the cleanest comedy I've done all year.
Are you doing any live shows right now?
I do have one on the books coming up. I haven't got the exact details yet, but around October 23rd with Lenny Clark, I'll be opening up for him. So I'm kind of pumped about that. But I'm just kind of doing some things in the background and just taking them as they go.
Sweet. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Great.
Thank you.
And you know what? You remind me of the CPR I learned because I'm originally from Idaho. So I will show you the CPR I learned in Idaho. Hold on a second. Now Detroit CPR is totally different. It's nothing compared to those two. It's a life-saving, very life-saving. So this is how Detroit CPR is. Yeah. And
that's true too.
That's life-saving CPR in Detroit. So best, you know, if you see someone on the ground, just run the other way. Oh, thank you so much, Jenny. And Judge Muammar Gaddafi, I think he just likes me because I dressed up as a general. I don't know. Hey, Muammar, are you close to having evaluated Jenny there? So, okay, he's ready. He says he's ready to keep bombing. No, you are dead. You can't bomb anymore. Okay, so next up to the mic is our another comedian. Please welcome to the stage, Michael Abels, please. Yeah. Woo, 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 woo.
Hey, everybody. Man, this is awesome. I'm really glad to be here. I'm fairly new to this. You can probably guess what my day job is. I'm a mechanic. So I hear that there's other folks in the room with kids, and that's awesome. I love kids. Well, my kids. I don't really care for some other people's. I got like 5 or 6 kids. Five. I have 5 kids and a schnauzer with the same goatee. I think that's what it is, somewhere around there. Let's talk about that. So I do. I have kids in school, and there's with COVID and all the other school stuff. Schools can be kind of a scary place, but today, as always, the scariest part of schools to me is the other parents. Those people are terrifying. They get very, very worked up about their little angels on just all kinds of things, especially like sex ed in school. In the past, like 50% of people were opposed to sex ed being taught in school. These days, about 50% are for it. Still progress. There are still some holdouts, about half of them. The ones that, how dare you peddle your filth to my sweet, innocent teenage child? And then the other people, hey, y'all got this covered, right? I don't want to have to give the talk because it's icky. I don't know. We waste a lot of time and energy on that sort of thing, and we shouldn't. There are more important things in school to deal with. One of the big ones is whining. Your kids ever whine? Anybody?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And when they do they sound like your spouse? Don't answer if your spouse is around. All right. And I don't know, whining, right? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it when my kids whine because they are so bad at it. I don't know where I went wrong in teaching them. They will never, ever get their way once they're married. I try my best, but I think that schools should have wine ed. Yeah, sure. My kid won a participation ribbon at the wine off at school. Till he went to the office and complained about it. Got himself first place. That's what I want. Yeah, forget the sex ed debate. Focus on the larger part of marriage. Give them something useful. And when teach them that when you whine, be great at it. My wife will ask me, like, honey, would you take out the trash? I don't want to take out the trash. Make the kids do it. You never make them do anything. Insane. I know that it sounds a little crazy, a little scary, but that's only because we've been told differently. We've been told not to do it, but it's going to happen. It's going to be part of your life. And if you listen to me, your life will be better. When you whine exceptionally. Be a good influence to your kids. They need it just as much as math, science, and history. So history is a weird subject. Especially the further back you go, the weirder it gets, because we've been taught to take historical discoveries at their face value, but none of us were really around for them. We don't really know. And to me, it's crazy to think of like Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin goes running into his house one evening, screaming to his wife, Deborah, hey, Deborah. That's what Benjamin Franklin sounds like, by the way. That was his voice. Deborah, I just wanted to see if a kite could lift a big, heavy key, Deborah. So I made a kite out of an old flag. And I took it out. I tied it, the key to the kite, and I flew it. And there it went, Deborah, up towards heaven. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. But then Deborah, that flag kite, God shot it down. He shot down my kite. And I didn't know until then, but I think it might be true that God hates flags.
Oh.
And that's my time.
Let's give it up for Michael Abels, everybody. And Michael, where can we find you on social media?
Instagram /Mike S. Abels. So it looks like Mike Sables because I didn't think it through. Twitter is the same. Facebook is the same. Mike S. Abels everywhere.
Mike S. Abel. So
All together.
Mike Sables.
Mike Sables. That should just be my stage name because it's already out there.
I think that might be a good idea because I think that's great. So are you going out to any live mics now, or are you kind of just not yet?
Not yet. I'm taking some classes and trying to figure this stuff out. That's where I am.
I'll tell you right now, as I'm just as probably green as you are, going out to those bars and just doing them is about some of the coolest experience. Zoom is great, classes are awesome, but being out there with the drunks is nothing else.
I can't wait. Unfortunately, I'm in Stephenville, Texas, so it's a 3-hour round trip to get to the nearest open mic.
Are you kidding me?
I'll make the trip. Really.
You might as well stay at the Motel 6 the next place you go.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Well, thank you so much. All right. And apparently with us talking, Muammar Gaddafi did not waste any time and already is ready for the next comedian. Man, this judge is fast. I've had Ghost of Ruth Bader Ginsburg in here. I've had a Boulder. I've had the Mars Rover. I've had Judge Dredd. But Muammar doesn't waste any time. He's just like he makes a snap judgment. Snap judgment. Oh, wait. That's probably what got him in the end. Oh, but all right. Let's get to our next comedian, shall we? Up to the stage next is this guy. Let's give him a big warm welcome to Bob Grundfest, everybody. Woo, 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 woo.
Hey, thanks, everybody. My name's Bob. Say hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Hey, you know, when I go to parties, I like to feel included. So I head straight for the refrigerator and open a crisp, frosty bottle of gender fluid. It's hard, it's wet, it's non-binary, and it's made with real gender. And after you've had a few, you can go to any bathroom you want. So no matter your pronoun, woke up, America. Go gender fluid. We like to get the ads out of the way first. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. At age 4, I hit my head on the driveway. It's okay. Luckily, it didn't have any lasting effects. And then when I was 4, I hit my head on the driveway. Luckily, no lasting effect. But since I was in the hospital on my birthday, I had my 5th birthday party on my half birthday 6 months later. So everybody got me a present at 50% off. These days, I get half a blowjob. The good half. It's okay. And I've worn glasses since I was 6, which is pretty young, but they are part of what makes me a superhero. And because they're so thick, most people can't tell where I'm looking. One summer, I made $800 in staring contests. I didn't get called Four Eyes much in school because the guys who tried to bully me were in remedial math and they just couldn't do the multiplication. So I got a lot of, hey, screw you, Bob. Yeah, I was on my bank website today. They said my password was disabled, which I thought, that is highly insensitive. Disabled? Are we still using that word? My password has feelings, you know. I mean, what's next? Handicaps lock was off? What if I said your website was retarded? Feel good now? Yeah, you feel good? My password has ADHD. It has trouble concentrating, okay? And you also, I mean, this website also said that my password had to be case sensitive. So you call my password disabled, but now we have to be sensitive and recognize differences? What's this? All passwords matter? I've been married 31 years. 31 years this June. Thank you very much. People ask me, what's your secret? Hydration. Marriage is a marathon. So you want to have those essentials at the ready. Water, Gatorade, Jameson. I mean, how do you defend not taking out the garbage when you're parched? And when you're not listening and you get caught, how do you go on the offensive with Cottonmouth? And when you're desiccated, boy, is it difficult to get that second orgasm. But, you also want to practice safe marriage. So make sure you wear a smile and remember that foreplay lasts all day. So I bought all those Bridgerton books on audio and the series videos. So Mrs. Bob and I can enjoy them while we do the drudgery chores around the house. So I listen while I'm doing the lawn and I mow heart shapes in the backyard. And my wife listens while she vacuums and she gets lost in the books and the house is just spotless. I came home the other day, she had her earbuds in. She was vacuuming the street. But the best part is that we get to listen to hot books, which means we get to engage in conjugal activities. And, Mrs. Bob and I do have our signals to tell the other that we're in the mood for conjugal activity, saying, I want to have conjugal activities with you now, being the most direct and effective. And apparently vacuuming is now a signal. But we also have those signals that say, no, I'm not in the mood right now. So if Mrs. Bob is watching Love It or List It on HGTV, there will be no conjugal activities. Or if she's applied chapstick in my presence, same. Or if she's wearing one of those one-piece pajama, nightgown, female condom type outfits, it's going to be a long night for Bob. But, I have a signal for not wanting to engage in conjugal activities too. And my signal is, I'm not home. If I'm not home, there will be no conjugal activities. Anyway, that's my time. Thanks so much. My name's Bob. Take care.
All right, let's give it up for Bob Grundfest, everybody.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Bob, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me at Bob Grundfest on Instagram and Bob Grundfest on Facebook and Bob Grundfest on Twitter, although Twitter is ugly sometimes.
Right. No, we understand. I understand about Twitter. Are you doing any live shows?
I'll be doing some live mics next week, and then a couple live shows in New Jersey the week after, and then I have another opening show in August, and then I'll be working on New York. So
Awesome.
things are progressing. We'll get there.
That's awesome. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Bob. Yes, and you know what, Bob? I feel you because one Christmas, my wife's birthday is on Christmas. Actually, that's a double jeopardy for me.
Right.
And I thought she said she needed a new nightgown, so I got her one. It's a Little House on the Prairie nightgown. So when she wears that, she really wants to be like one of the frontier women. She doesn't want to be touched, and she wants to keep me at least an acre away.
That's it.
Pretty much it for me. That's the end of that. And I really hate having that. Oh my gosh. Muammar Gaddafi, he's just flying through and just strafing everybody. I mean, he says he has a winner. Muammar, I need to know who's first, second, and third, because first place winner is called Joker Ace, and they get to be on my Saturday show, This Just In News Comedy Club show. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern time. It does show up on my YouTube channel, This Just In News. I know the logo's kind of cut off here, but I will fix that later. So, Judge Muammar Gaddafi, who is the Joker Ace, second place and third place. Now let's give these guys a big round of applause for playing tonight. You guys were so awesome. Oh my gosh. I have the winner of tonight. The Joker Ace of the July 9th bombing run is Bob Grundfest. Woo, 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 woo. All right, Bob, you get with me and we'll figure out a date that works for, and we'll go from there. Thank you so much for playing.
Thank you.
Second place is, let me get this moved over here, remove spotlight. Yes, I am flying solo. I usually have a sergeant at arms, but I am flying solo. Second place is Jenny Teebes, everybody. Woo! Woo! Yeah, you did awesome. I love your set, especially CPR. I might need some since I bomb all the time.
Great stuff.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And third place tonight, and we're going to give
Wait, let's get a drum roll.
drum roll. Yeah, there's sound effects that go in this video, so you will get a drum roll. Now you just asked for it. Third place is drum roll. is Michael Abels, everybody. Yeah, let's give it up for him. You showed up, you played, and thank you so much for playing.
That was cool.
Yes, Judge Muammar Gaddafi, you can message them to say you like them all. You guys were awesome. Thank you so much for playing. And this
Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was awesome.
This is a game show for fun, and you want feedback, let me know. And also, if you want to play again, go ahead and message me. I do this almost every Friday. There's going to be a couple.
Thank you.
There's going to be like a Friday in July. At the end of July, I won't be here. I will be in Omaha, Nebraska, hosting a live show. Imagine that. I don't know if they really want me to show up like this or not.
They do.
Yeah, they probably do, right? They want me to show up. I'm sure they'll just fly out of the seats. Well, let's also give a big thank you to Judge Muammar Gaddafi for being here.
Thank you.
Taking himself out of the grave and judging. And yes, it's not me judging. You can see that I'm over here. I'm not typing. You can see that. Oh, Bob's timekeeping was amazing, as what Judge Muammar Gaddafi said. Thank you so much, Judge.
Did I get 5 minutes on the dot?
You did it. You nailed that on the head. So, for me, and Judge Muammar Gaddafi tonight, this has been an Oddly Funny production. Good night, everybody.
This has been an Oddly Funny production.